even 5,700 people live in the 20 square mile town of Bolton, but they're some of the nicest people you will ever meet. Known to most as a place to go apple picking, there are many other reasons that make this beautiful north central Massachusetts town a must visit. We are with Wendy Harrop, and she is the owner of the Phineas Wright House here in Bolton, which is a bed and breakfast, which we just had a fabulous meal. We're about to stay over. What is the history of the house?
Well, the house was built by the third minister of First Parish Church in town. So when the fourth minister, Isaac Allen, came, he built an apartment on top of the carriage house and summer kitchen, and then rented the main house back to Mrs. Wright for a penny a year. And then the fifth minister, he and his family lived here for 1 or 2 generations, and then the relationship with First Parish ended, and there were a couple of other families that lived here for a short amount of time, and one family that lived here for over 50 years, and then us.
And how long ago did you buy it?
10 years ago.
Wow. And what year was it built?
1785.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And it's so well preserved.
Yes, it has been lovingly maintained, which is really a delight.
So you have it as a B&B now?
Yes, brand new.
Nice. And you have how many rooms that you're able to?
I have 2 guest rooms, and because they have a shared bathroom, I only rent the rooms to people that know each other. So if someone is coming and they're traveling by themselves or as a couple, then they have the entire main house. They're the only ones that are here.
Why would somebody want to come to Bolton to stay at a B&B?
I love that it is rural, but it's not remote. So it's very close to Boston. It's very close to major highways and train stations. And so I love that it is easy to get to, yet you feel like you're away, that you're in the country. The people are so lovely, and the community is really strong, and we support each other, and it's a great place to spend time regardless of what you're doing.
And you have some other buildings. You have a barn. You use that for events as well?
I do. It's such a beautiful space. So we don't have the actual date of its construction, but it's definitely pre-Civil War. It's stunning. It's so beautiful. It's rustic. It's glorious.
And you do have a breakfast of some sort when people stay?
Yes. I use different things that are growing on the property to inspire the baked goods and the breakfasts, and there are French press coffee in each of the rooms, and just whatever you want.
Well, thank you so much, Wendy, for talking to us today about your bed and breakfast and giving us the grand tour. We just loved it.
I'm so happy to have you here, and I can't wait for you to come back.
Hi, we're here with Justin Pelletier at Nooba Valerie Winery. How long has this place been here?
So Jack Partridge in 1978 founded the winery in his basement in Somerville, Massachusetts. And then in 79, he moved his operation over to Concord. Then since 85, we've been at this property. My family purchased the land in 1995. It was going to be a real estate development. There's 8 house plots planned on the farm. My family had been in construction our whole lives, and we were tired of seeing farms kind of be taken down and turned into real estate development.
Wow.
So we didn't have any experience in the industry. We had some restaurant experience here and there, but we kind of came in, protected the land, converted the land into APR land, agricultural protected resource. And we've kind of grown the business since then. It started off mostly fruit wines. We introduced in the mid-2000s more traditional style wines. We added a distillery in 2003. We added a brewery in 2004. Really the main focus of this company is to utilize and source fruit locally and support our local farmers and all that kind of stuff.
So Jay's operation is a restaurant that's kind of around the corner from
Yep.
here. That's great.
It's the original farmhouse, actually, of the property. So it's a very old school, very intricate, very nice ambiance vibe in there. It's a farm to table style restaurant. In 2017, it was actually rated the 3rd best winery restaurant in America.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's something we take a lot of pride in. It's something that we're able to showcase not only our locally made wines, beers, spirits, cocktails, and all that kind of stuff, but also utilizing locally sourced food, vegetables, grown material, and stuff like that in a very high, elegant, highly elevated setting.
And then I think you have another restaurant. Is that
We
true?
do, yes. So we have our outdoor operation. It's called the Vintner's Knoll. It's open daily from 11 to 4 o'clock for the food service. It's more of a fast casual style restaurant, charcuterie boards, hummus platters, burgers, fried chicken sandwiches, things of that nature. And actually in the wintertime, we don't close. We transition into our indoor building called the Pavilion. We do like tapas and live music on the weekends and stuff like that. Tastings are open daily. We open at 11 o'clock, and then Sunday through Wednesday, the last tasting starts at 4 o'clock, and then Thursday to Saturday, last tasting starts at 5 o'clock, and the property closes at 6.
And where do you get all your grapes?
It depends. We grow some on site. We have right now 5 vineyards in full maturity that are for production purposes. A lot of our grapes, some of our hybrids come from the New York area, the Finger Lakes region of things. And some grapes don't grow in this climate. Your traditional big heavy reds, Cabernet Sauvignon, Malbec, they will not survive the winters of New England. So we source those either from Washington State or California.
Well, listen, thank you very much. This is quite an operation. I didn't think it was quite this big.
Yes, it's definitely a big operation here. We try to do a little bit of everything all done right here on site. It's one of the few places in New England where the wine, beer, hard cider, and distilled spirits are all made on one property right here.
Hi, we're here with Travis and Andy Patterson at Bolton Bean. And they're brothers. That's why they have the same last name.
Yes.
And so I think I'll ask Travis to begin with. How long have you had, or how long?
So
It's been open.
we opened up September 16th, 2016. So
September 13th, yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday?
Yesterday was
Oh.
our 7-year. So this building had been here since the 70s, but they built it to look older. That was the style when they were building. Our father actually bought the building, now it must have been 10 or 12 years ago, and we helped him renovate, and then we put up a sign that said, you know, tell us what you want to see go in the building. And from that we had a ton of response. A lot of it was like a cafe or a restaurant or somewhere to kind of hang out in town because there's not a lot here. And so that was something that we kind of thought we would enjoy and we could do, and that's what we did. And so we started building out for ourselves.
So we are open 7 to 3 Monday through Saturday and closed Sundays.
And tell me, the beans, I haven't tasted anything. Are they locally roasted? Where do you get your beans for your coffee?
So we have a couple different local roasters. When we opened up, we went with George Howell as our main roaster, and then over time we've just brought in different roasters because people like options.
What do you think your specialties are? Food.
I think our specialties are probably our grilled panini sandwiches. I think they're the best. They're my favorite. But
Yeah.
we sell a lot of salads and wraps and soups and quiche and pastries, but I like our grilled sandwiches. Our peak season's probably like around coming up with, our town has a lot of apple orchards in it. So we get a lot of people that come out from the city and see a lot of new faces on the weekends.
Well, thank you very much. We're going to go and grab some of that coffee and maybe a little breakfast.
All right.
And I'm a coffee buff, so.
You won't be disappointed.
All right.
What you got, Marsha?
I have an avocado toast. Look at the nice bread. And it's got an egg, hot sauce. I don't think I can see anything else, but maybe there's a surprise in there. I gotta take a bite. This is good.
Yeah, Buffy, what do you have?
I have a breakfast burrito.
Okay. Good? What's in it?
Egg, Like some corn, bean salsa, tomato, onions, cheese.
Sounds delicious.
Really good.
Beth, it doesn't look very interesting. Would you hand it over to me?
Yeah, right. It is a Vermonter, and it's on a croissant. It's an egg sandwich with bacon, and I think there's cheese on there, but there's also maple syrup.
Your favorite.
Maple syrup. Come on. It's delicious. Just a little bit of sweetness from the maple syrup. It's not overpowering. Croissant is like that little crispy, soft, but delicious. I'm with Lori Stevenson, and she is, her parents own the Bolton Spring Farm, right? Apple orchard. And she is going to show us how they make their apple cider donuts, which I'm so excited about because I love apple cider donuts. So show us the process.
Okay, well with this machine it's very easy. We just turned it on, turn on the hopper. And
There's hot oil in there, I take it.
Hot oil, 400 degrees. And it will automatically, hopefully, if everything goes right, it'll plop them out.
Now, do you make your own batter?
Yep.
And what kind of oil do you use?
Trade secret.
Trade secret. Woo! Okay, I can tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
I would have to kill you, yeah. We've been making our own donuts since 1979.
So how long has your family owned this orchard?
My grandfather bought it in '36, and he was strictly wholesale at that time.
Okay.
And delivered everything over to J.P. Sullivan, which delivers to supermarkets. And my parents, they took it over in the early '70s and turned it into what you see now. They brought in pick your own apples, put in the farm stand, and it has slowly evolved every year.
And did they start the donuts as well?
They actually did. Originally, we were buying some donuts from Mel Lane Turkey Farm in Marlborough. We were requiring too many donuts for them after about a couple of years that they told us you need to buy your own machine. So that's why in '79 we bought our own machine and have been making them ever since. We make them every day, so they're always fresh every single morning. If we run out, we make them throughout the day if we need more. And so you're always getting fresh donuts, and we serve them however you want them, whether plain or sugar. We don't pre-package them, we just do them as called.
How many donuts do you make in a day?
Right now we'll make at least 1 to 2 batches, which is 7 to 8 dozen in a batch. As we progress more into the picking season, I could probably make 5, 6 batches. You want to help?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
We always like to get our
All right, let me grab your glove.
So we're going to take them from here and put them on? Or
And
you
we're
want
just going to line them all up.
Oh,
Yep.
they're hot. Faster, Marcia, faster. Ooh, that one was really hot.
You want a job on the weekends?
And get paid in donuts?
You got it.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Marcia.
Pick a donut of your choice.
I'm going to take one that's not burning hot.
Yeah, it's been.
Okay, and then
You just throw it, toss it in, and swirl it around the sugar.
woo!
You ready? All right, cheers. 1, 2, 3.
They are light.
It's so light.
Now we'll eat in front of you.
Light, delicious.
Very good.
How's it going, Buffy?
It's the perfect donut. I love it so much. There's just nothing else like it.
Wow. Our aim is nice and fluffy, not greasy.
That's right. I agree with that.
Thank you, Lori, so much for showing us around and letting us
Well, thank you for coming. This
sample
has been
your.
exciting.
It's been a lot of fun.
This grass is actually worse than mine.
It's a farm, Marcia.
Oh, that's why. Here, I'm going to pick you another apple. You can have another apple or two. I give you permission.
She's gonna try to make you think she's a nice person.
I am.
Take a bite.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, she's got to take a real one. I can't eat anymore. Is it a Mac?
Juicy.
And yeah, that Macs are good at this time of year. I don't.
Want a bite? No.
Hi, we're here at the Historic Society in Bolton at the Sawyer House with Alice, Bob, and Ann.
We're sitting in Sawyer House. That's in honor of Florence Sawyer, who was one of the founders of the society. She gave the house to the society. She also gave the town a large piece of land on which they built the Florence Sawyer Elementary School.
The Sawyer family, I believe it was William Sawyer, owned 300 acres in this
Okay,
area
that's
back
right.
in the 1700s. So the Sawyers were
Yeah.
some of the first settlers.
Settlers here.
What we do here mostly is try to preserve and get out to the public the life of Bolton. We have over 8,000 items, which generally are objects, documents, and images, photographs, and portraits.
Was this a mill town? Was it, I mean, it's still an apple orchard town.
Yeah.
Or was it a farm? What was it?
It was
it-
farming. It was
Just
a lot
all
of farming, dairy farming, and orchards. And of course, they had grist mills and sawmills.
Okay.
So it was mainly rural for quite a while, and there were still apple orchards. But they had other industries. Some of the cottage industries were making combs.
Oh, really?
Hat making.
Is anybody making hats still?
We are here with Bruce Slater, and he is the owner of Slaters. What's the history of the restaurant? When did you open it?
This building was a garden center with a small cafe, and we built that in 1998, and then went through the recession, and then in 2011 we put the pizza oven in, and that's kind of really when things took off. I learned from the get-go that you got to use the best ingredients. We use a top-of-the-line cheese. I think when you taste the pizza, you'll know that. Toppings, all our sauce comes out of California. We buy our dough locally in Nooba. We don't make our own dough because our water is terrible.
No.
But it's just and stay consistent with it. I mean, that's what we do.
And so what other specialties do you have? You have a lot of barbecue, I think,
Yeah,
right?
the barbecue too. And that's the barbecue we did before the pizza. We've got 2 smokers. It's funny when I got the first one, we were smoking, every 3 or 4 days. And meat, once you smoke meat, it's preserved. It's under refrigeration. It can last up to 10 days when it's smoked. But it just was a great combination. I mean, it just seemed, I don't know many pizza barbecue places, and it just works. So we do brisket, we do wings, we do baby back ribs, and of course the pulled pork.
Sounds delicious.
Well, thank you.
So are you open for lunch and dinner?
We're open for lunch and dinner. Yeah, we're closed on Mondays. And yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it just, every seat is full in here. Yeah, it's hopping. And it's a lot of repeat customers, so it's good. It's good. I'm very blessed, very lucky. I don't know if you notice the outside, we do events outside under the pavilion. And we have mobile ovens that we do corporate and private events with.
Anything else you'd like us to know?
No, I just thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you stopped by.
All right, Slaters, mushroom, caramelized onion, and green pepper pizza. That's my favorite kind of pizza. That's a really good sauce. It's a thin crust, very tasty. Green peppers, it's a little crunchy, which I like, but the onions are cooked, which I love. What do you think, Buffy?
I've been here before, it's good.
Go for it, Marsha. Good, right?
It is good, very good. We're here with Ed Lacodera.
That's really good.
All right, thank you. At the Adventure Animal Zoo, is that correct?
Yeah, Animal Adventures, yeah.
Yes, so tell
all the
us.
words are there.
I've heard all sorts of things about here. Are these rescue animals? Did you buy the animals? Tell us about how this...
So it's kind of a combination. So, you know, if you go to adopt a dog or a cat, it's essentially rescue.
Right.
Right? But they don't give it to you for free.
Okay.
Right? So it's very similar to that. Now, animals get dropped off daily, which we do not pay for. There's almost no days, even holidays when we're closed, that don't go by where someone doesn't walk through that door and hand us something. Parakeets, turtles, bunnies, ball pythons, things like that come in. And so those are easy to, to take care of. All my animals here are born in captivity except the reptiles you don't really know, right? Everyone else, at least 99% of them are probably born in captivity. But my Arctic fox, he came from a facility that supplies animals to large zoos, like the largest zoos in the world. But there are some instances where there's an oversupply of certain animals, and the facilities that have them, whether they're other zoos or breeding facilities, do not want to let the animal go without you paying for it. Just like if you go to adopt a dog, you go to the Humane Society, wherever, and you say, I want to adopt that dog, but I don't want to pay.
Yeah.
They'll say it's not happening. So officially we got our official name and business paperwork 26 years ago, but before that I grew up doing animal rescue in Wilmington and Billerica, and so it's always been what I did. It wasn't always a full-time job.
Well, it's very exciting. I don't think I've ever been to a place like this before, so
it's unique.
I give you a lot of credit.
I think helping animals and helping people is what makes me happy, and that's what I want to do.
Thank you very much for sharing and taking care of these animals. I mean, that's really very special.
Hey, baby. You can pet them.
Really?
Yeah. He's super nice. But we take them out for exercise. They have a big outside exercise pen.
Hi, Chew. I don't want you upset.
He won't get upset.
You'd like to go out there? Have you ever pet a kangaroo before?
Never have.
This is first time.
No. Yeah. Aww.
I love repurposing, so I do a lot with old propane tanks.
Oh, wow.
And shovels and saws that people are throwing out. You guys came at a good time because I'm getting ready for open studios.
Okay.
In 2 weeks. I mostly sell in stores in the area, and I have a booth at a kind of a vintage eclectic store in Hudson called Naughty Pine, which I update monthly. And then I open up this for like 2 or 3 open studios every year.
Now that's something nice to do with these plates that you don't have any
Yes,
idea
that's another
that
thing.
Oh, yes,
Another thing people are giving me.
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows what to do with them.
Right. And I often, when I'm at an art fair in the booth, when someone who works with plasma torches comes in, they're like, oh, you have a really steady hand. I get that comment a lot.
Oh, I do have a buttered maple syrup, if you want to smell that.
She loves maple syrup.
Gotcha. Well, what do you
That's
like?
I just like everything in general.
Everything
my gosh.
in general.
Oh, it does.
I'll smell it.
Pollution, it's like a citrus fruit. It
Oh,
smells really
wow.
nice.
It's really nice.
Oh, that is good.
I'm gonna choose the buttered maple.
Where's the
That's a
one
really
that
nice
was
scent.
smelled like the lotion? That was
Oh,
really
right here, Yuzu Satsuma.
User set
User.
and
You can't get it 'cause
Yep.
you can't pronounce
They're
it.
Japanese citrus fruits, kind of like a lime or lemon orange mix. Really nice.
That is nice.
Very
Okay.
clean smelling.
It is.
That smells good.
I can't read it without my glasses.
Oh,
Create your own lavender sachet, $5.
Lavender. It's lavender. Got Marcia.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
I've got Mocha Chip and Moose Tracks. And I don't know which bite this is. Mocha Chip.
What?
Mocha Chip.
And how good is it?
I think you're not going to like it, so I'm going to take you. No way. Good. It's good.
How about you, Buffy?
I got the green tea matcha ice cream. If you've never had green tea ice cream, you're doing it wrong. It's the best. It's so good.
I have pumpkin and chocolate chip. And I'm wondering, this might be the pumpkin on the top.
I bet it is.
Yes, and it's a light color, but it's very pumpkin-y, and it tastes delicious. It's creamy, and I love it.
Okay.
So we just finished our day in Bolton. People of Bolton are really nice.
Yep, they were very nice to us.
People should come visit Bolton, and if they come to pick apples, they should come to some of these other places too. If you never heard of Bolton, you should have heard of it now and come visit.
Definitely.
That's all I have to say.
The end.
God.